Hello, Salvatore. How are you today?
Hi, Holly. I'm fine, thank you. How about
Good.
you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. My family is just saying goodbye to a little foster girl that we have had in our home for a year and a half. So it's kind of a sad day. So, but it's a happy day because she's going back to her parents, to her dad. So, um, her
Okay.
dad was able to work out the details. Do you know foster care?
No, I don't know. What is it?
Foster care is when parents maybe they have some issue and they are not able to care for their children, so the state takes them. Sometimes it's because of drug abuse or physical abuse or neglect, but the state takes the children and put them in a safe environment, and then the parents have to work to get their kids back. Um,
Okay.
it's it's
Are you sad now, teacher?
um it's I have mixed emotions because the reason the little girl was in care was because of her mom, and it's her dad that she's going to. So, and her dad is a very good guy. Uh, so it's sad because she has actually lived in our home. Sorry about this. Lived in our home since she was since she was 1 year, and now she's a 2.5. So she has been here for about a year and a half. So it's like, and of course she is young enough that she does not understand, and she will not
Okay.
remember us. So, and
Yes,
that's
of course.
that's good, but it's kind of like, oh, so I gave her a hug, but I don't think she does not understand she's not going home. So, yeah, so an interesting day, but they just left and they're just driving over. It's my sister was in tears yesterday. She was crying. So,
Oh,
but
I'm sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but because you get attached to these children, and then they go home. It's part of what happens, but it's really important also to make sure that the kids are safe and bonding and doing well, so that when their parents can take them back, they're safe. So, hi David, you
Hi,
changed your
Holly.
you changed your picture.
Yes, yes, I changed my account.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So so what is this? Is this like
Uh,
a World of Warcraft or something?
yes, similar. It's about a video game.
It is a video game. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. Yeah, I was just telling Salvatore, but that one of the foster children that in my sister's home is going home today. And
Ah,
she's
okay.
she's 2.5 years old, and she's been in their home since she was 1. And so it's kind of what we say. You guys know this word, a bittersweet day.
Nostalgic a little bit.
Yeah, bittersweet is um, you're happy that the little girl is going with her parents because all children should be with their family, but you're sad because you'll never see her again. You know. But anyway, so how are you, Andrew?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, good, good. All right. Well, so right now in the Ukraine, is it 11 p.m. now?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And then in Colombia, it's 4
It's
p.m.
4 and
Okay.
5 p.m.
4 and 5, depending on where you are.
Yes.
Okay. And the Salvatore in Italy, is it 10 p.m.?
10 p.m., right, teacher?
Okay. All right. So Andrew, how was your Saturday?
It was good. I watched movie. Uh, it's called Stellar.
Uh-huh.
Uh, with my wife, we went to the cinema,
Mm-hmm.
and it was pretty good movie.
Is it worth watching then?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a little bit difficult to understand because of screenplay, because of
Okay.
screenplay. But it's I think it's a masterpiece of cinematography
Uh-huh. Is it
because yeah.
is it the type of movie that is better at a theater than it would be at home?
I think it's better to see it at home because it's too long. It's almost 3 hour long,
Okay.
and it's a little bit difficult to
Hmm.
sit in the movies.
That long. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there are some movies that are a lot better at the cinema than they are at home, but then that's good to know. So, all right.
Yeah.
And Salvatore, how has your Saturday been?
It was a good Saturday, and I
Uh-huh.
just finished to work, and now I came back in my home. I'm ready to study English teacher.
Okay. So you just finished working. So you work on Saturdays sometimes, or just is it normal, or
No,
just today?
it is normal because I work in a mall and I work every Saturday teacher.
Okay. Yeah. I can't remember what you told me what you do. You
Ah,
work it's in
yes,
retail?
I work in a shop, optician shop.
Okay. You had mentioned that. I remember that now. Okay. Yeah, because I remember telling you about my eye. I've noticed that sometimes this eye is smaller than this one. Remember? I'm like, why is that?
Oh
So,
my God.
yeah.
Teacher, can I make a question?
Uh-huh. Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm.
Yes, no, because last week I
Mm-hmm.
went to Scotland to make my holiday,
Oh,
uh, but I'm feeling a little down because when I talked with Scottish people, I didn't understand well, and then I thought, oh my God, I need to study more because I don't understand.
okay.
It's
Uh,
difficult.
yeah. Well, the thing is about Scots. I have a hard time understanding Scottish, the Scottish accent.
Really?
Yeah, and I remember when I was um, working one summer for my father. He had a man who he was a Scottish man. He was married to an American, so he was living here. And when he was just speaking in his regular Scottish accent, I had to really struggle to hear him and to understand him. And so, one thing about accents is you start to get used to certain accents. So, if you would have stayed in Scotland maybe for 3 or 4 months, probably after 3 or 4 weeks actually of listening to the Scottish accent, you would be able to understand. But if you're not around, if you're not exposed to the accent, then it's more difficult.
Yes,
So,
because also sometimes I made some mistake when I spoke because when I speak I made a lot of mistake with my pronunciation and my
mhm.
grammar
And
and
they didn't understand you.
yes,
Yeah.
and I continued to ask people, can you repeat, please? Can you repeat,
Hmm.
please?
That's okay. If you would have stayed longer, it would have gotten better. Or if I don't know if there's a Scottish teacher here in at Verbling, but taking a a class from a Scot would have been helpful as well. But a lot of the Scottish and people from I know that in British English they usually teach what is called RP, which is received pronunciation, and it's the like the regular type of pronunciation in the UK. So they have a lot of pronunciations, but they usually teach just one kind. So hello, Gonzala.
Yes, Gonzalo. My name is Gonzalo.
Welcome. So where are you calling from?
I come from Colombia.
Colombia. Awesome. We have David here from Colombia as well, and I am always very jealous of your climate because you guys are never too cold and never too hot. So yeah, and welcome, Dear. Where are you from?
Hello, Chicha.
Hi. How do I pronounce your name? First of all,
My name is Jurandir. I'm
Juranji.
from yes.
Okay.
I'm from Brazil. I live in Brasilia.
Brazil. Okay. What part of Brazil are you calling from?
I'm living Brasilia.
But yeah, but what part? What part are you in? Rio, or are you in um what city? Are you in a small town in Brazil?
Midwest.
Okay. Right. Excellent. And is it really hot right now in Brazil?
Now is um, is complicated.
Uh-huh.
Some days it's hot, some days it's cold. But
Uh-huh.
now um, it's the weather is more raining.
Mhm. Okay. So it's raining right now. Okay. And we actually here in Idaho, and the U.S. has had a cold spell, and as many of you guys have heard. And it is finally, look at this. It is finally 7.2 degrees. This is the first time in a week that it has not been at minus. So I'm really excited. Yay! So, hi Alexander, how are you today? Alexander? Okay, he's working on probably getting his microphone going. Okay, so today's learning goals are this class today is mostly a fluency class. So my goal is for you guys to be able to practice speaking to develop your fluency. Hopefully, some words will come up so that you can learn some new vocabulary. The main emphasis will be on speaking. And let's go ahead and get started. The topic is if you were. And so we will be going through a lot of different scenarios, and then we'll ask you guys to speak about this. For example, this is planning a wedding. First of all, Salvatore, are you married?
No, I'm not married, teacher.
Not married, okay. And Gerondir, are you married?
No, I'm single.
You're single,
I'm
okay. Uh-huh. Okay, all right. And Gonzalo, are you married?
Yes, I am married.
Okay, awesome. And how long have you been married? For a long time or just short?
With me.
How long have you been married? 20 years? 5 years?
26 years.
26 years. Awesome. Awesome. That's
Yes.
actually the 25 year in my country it's called the silver wedding anniversary. Okay. David, you are single, right?
Yes, Holly, I am. Yes, I am single, Holly.
Okay. And Andrew, are you single or married?
I'm married
Okay. And how long have you been married?
for 3 years.
3 years. Okay. So, do you remember planning your wedding?
Uh, yes, it was fast.
Okay, it was a quick one. Okay, quick wedding. Alexander, can you speak yet? Okay, silence. Okay. And he's coming back in. Okay. So maybe Alexander? All right. Well, so today we are going to talk about planning a wedding. So, for you guys, so Gonzalo and Andrew both have experience planning a wedding. The rest of us do not. I'm also single. Um, and so, if you were planning your best friend's wedding 6 months from now, what would start preparing? What would you start preparing this month? I'm going to correct that. Bear with me. So, what would you start preparing this month, Andrew?
Okay. If I were planning my best friend's wedding 6 months from now,
Mm-hmm.
um, I would start with with the place of this wedding.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most important part. So in my country, we always need to choose official, some official. Uh, I don't know what the word should I use. Uh,
Location
no, no, no. I
or
mean
official?
institution maybe.
Like maybe a wedding hall or.
Yeah, yeah. Some official institution in my country only they can can make a couple married.
Oh, okay. In.
Se- yeah, and second place is the most important place.
Uh-huh.
Uh, it's a celebrating of wedding. Should be a lot of uh, mm,
Mm-hmm.
parents, a lot of friends
Mm-hmm.
of a couple. So and this is the most important part. You need to choose the
Mm-hmm.
place to do this.
For the.
Secondly, yeah,
Mm-hmm. For the party,
second
right?
for the party, that's
Okay.
right.
Okay. And the next.
Yeah, also bachelor's party. You need to think about bachelor party.
Okay. Question, in your country, do women also have a bachelorette party?
Yes, yes, the same, almost the same like in the US.
Okay. Almost the same as the U.S. Okay. Um, Now, as far as the first place where the actual wedding ceremony is planned, there's different words for it, and I think it depends on the country that you're in. But the one that I can think of, do you have a? Is where the ceremony is? Are there a lot of people there, or is it just the couple and their family? Hello?
Yeah, yeah. It's for uh, a couple and parents and friends for all these
Hmm.
people.
So is it a lot of people or just a few?
Uh, a lot of people, of
Okay.
course.
Well, I mean, there is justice of the peace, um, or in English we also might say the courthouse. That would be one place. And then, of course, there's in the States there's the church, but I don't think that you're talking about that. A wedding chapel. For the party, it would definitely be a wedding hall or a hotel or something like that. But as far as the place that where you actually perform the ceremony, it would probably be the courthouse or the justice of the peace.
Yeah, I want to add about church. Yeah, it used to be important
Uh-huh.
in the past, but right now I think not so much people decide. to go to church
Hmm.
during wedding ceremony.
So fewer people do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Andrew. David, talk to us. Would be the most important thing for you to start planning your wedding with 6 months before the wedding? Not your wedding, your best friend's wedding.
Yeah, Holly. Well, in Colombia, the tradition is like the the expenses of the wedding is for the girl,
Uh-huh.
but well, so I am thinking in choose first of all choose the best church, the best place that the couple could afford, a lot of decoration like flowers
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. And another thing that is also important is when the when the when the girl that is going to marry enter to the church, there is like a band
Uh-huh.
play music. I think
Mm-hmm.
that is a good additional thing. And another thing is the reception for the celebration party. In the try to rent a nice saloon with a nice orchestra or a nice band, and maybe a buffet
Mm-hmm.
for food for the people that are invited
Okay.
can eat.
And when you say saloon, um, do, uh, do you really mean saloon, or is that Spanish?
No, I think saloon is like the whole the reception for the party.
A saloon in English is an old bar,
Okay,
and it's where people play poker, smoke, dance, and drink.
okay, no,
So
no,
I
no
would I would say that maybe it's a reception room
reception room, right?
or something like that, but not a saloon. So yeah, because I'm not sure. Usually the saloon is from old westerns movies. So yeah, it wouldn't be the right word. But okay, okay, excellent. So it sounds like you would be able to really help your families. This is what a saloon is. I
Yes, I
don't think.
hope. Oh, I'm very old.
Yeah, so I don't think that this is what you were meaning.
No,
Um,
no, this is
so
different.
yeah, um, definitely a different word. So okay, all right, uh, all right, Gonzalo, um,
Yes.
tell us. First of all, do you remember planning your wedding 26 years
Uh,
ago?
yes, yes. For us, the most important was to select the site for the moon honeymoon.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh, okay.
okay,
The
and
honeymoon trip.
for the other side, we think the a lot of the lot of things necessary to do. For example, the list of the invitate list.
Uh-huh. Invitation
Uh,
list. Uh-huh.
what is the presentation of the car invitation? Uh, for example, the select what is the church and select the what is the site where the meeting for all people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and the kindness, the food, and I don't remember what more we need.
Mhm. Yeah, so it's a lot of different details. So, did you get to choose the honeymoon, or did your wife choose the location of the honeymoon?
Usually, my wife select all. Uh,
Okay.
Always, I agree with her.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Gonzala. And
Okay.
Salvatore. So how is it different in Italy? What would you be doing as you were planning your best friend's wedding 6 months from now? What would you start planning?
If I was planning my best friend's wedding, I will organize the stag party. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I choose a capital in Europe, for example, maybe Berlin or Amsterdam, London, and
Mm-hmm.
or I will organize with my friends and my best friends that he will married, and all together we can go, for example, in London for to
Mm-hmm.
make a weekend all together.
Okay. All right. That's awesome.
It will be fun.
Yeah, it will be fun instead of funny.
Fun,
Okay,
fun.
it will be fun. Okay, and just to let you guys know, but that a bachelor's party and a stag party are pretty much the same thing. In American English, we call it bachelor's party. In British English, we call it stag party. Uh,
Okay,
just to let everyone know. So yeah, and the difference between fun and funny is funny is something that makes you laugh. So if somebody says a joke, you can say that joke was funny, or um, or that person is funny. But if you're doing something, if you're doing an action, you would say, "We are having fun." So the party is fun. So the fun is an action, where funny is something that somebody said, but mostly said. But like for example, a movie is funny, but a party is fun. It's very difficult to understand the difference between those.
okay,
So excellent.
okay.
Kondra, welcome. Are you able to speak? Oh, okay, he left again because maybe he wasn't able to speak. Okay, all right. Let's go on to Andrew. Let's go to the, this question right here. What would you do the week of the wedding? You were helping your friend. What would you do that week? Oops, the week of the wedding.
Uh, you mean what would I do during the week of
Yeah,
the
the
wedding?
week of the wedding. Is there any planning that you would need to do that week?
Um, Actually, I think I would prepare everything. I would have prepared everything before this week.
Okay, so it would.
So on during this week, I would do nothing.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you would do nothing that week. The bride would be freaking though. She'd be like,
maybe
ah.
maybe I would ask my friend to think about his decision and make exact decision uh,
Hmm.
if he wants
Yeah.
to get married, and if he says yes, so uh, it will be great, I think.
Uh-huh. Okay. And how about you, David? What would you be doing the week of the wedding?
Yes. Well, probably in this. week that is coming the wedding, I will
Mhm.
be in hurry because I will be like closing all the details, closing the party, the church, the
Mhm.
decoration, uh, closing the deals with the company that provide the food, the company
Mhm.
that provide the music. I
Mhm.
think that week will be the most interesting.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
let's go over a little vocabulary here. First of all, instead of closing the details, what you would actually say is that you would be finishing up the details. Um,
Finishing up the
yeah, to
details.
finish
Okay.
up would be what you
Finish
do.
up.
And as far as the company that provides the food, do you know what we call that in English?
Uh, no. The
Okay.
buffet, company buffet.
Yeah. No, they're called caterers.
Finish up.
Caterers, and it's from the verb to cater a party.
Finish up the details. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Caters.
To cater a party. And also, you have perfect pronunciation of the word of this word. I pronounce it completely different, though. Just so you know, some people, a lot of mostly British, will pronounce this word exactly how you are saying it, David, buffet.
Buffet.
However, if you're traveling up in Florida or up in the United States, you might hear somebody say buffet.
Buffet. Okay.
Yeah, so there are two
Okay.
pronunciations for that word, and both of them are completely correct. So, um, okay, okay, all right, Gonzalo, what would you do
Yes.
the week of the wedding?
I think if I prepare the weather 6 months ago, in this moment it's necessary only check the all things are good.
Okay, so you just
Uh,
check the details.
yes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
In this case, is finishes up the details.
Okay.
But
Excellent. All right.
the most important is, for example, the cathedrals
Mhm.
and the I don't know what word is necessary in this moment. The church,
Mhm.
the invitation, pues, the old people receive the invitation,
Mhm.
uh, and and no more, I think.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Thank you. And Salvatore, what would you be doing the week of the wedding?
Uh, I would speak with my friend, and I would say him to be calm down and don't be nervous, and
Uh-huh.
that everything is going to be okay.
Uh-huh. So you would support your friend emotionally.
Right,
Okay,
right.
because yeah, I'm sure I was actually with my sister for the week before her wedding, doing exactly that. So all right, Julio, welcome. So tell me, if you were planning your best friend's wedding, um, and in Mexico, what are the details that you would have to plan?
Oh boy. Probably I'll be looking for a nice place
Hmm.
where the wedding can take place. Maybe at the beach.
Ah,
Yeah, I love these weddings that they take place during the sunset.
uh-huh.
I
Well,
think that's
that would be
pretty.
neat.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's pretty romantic. So I will have to be checking the weather channel to check when is actually the sunset gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
So so we could start the wedding like I don't know maybe at 5, and it's gonna start the sunset at 6.
Uh-huh.
And it's pretty nice because when the light changes, the complete mood of the wedding changes, of the event. So
Mhm.
it kind of start like you know, like you know, with the sunlight, but it will be the afternoon. It will be like a day event, but then when it turns into the night, then we can light some candles and we can have a band playing. So
Mhm.
probably I'll be taking care of all those details and a lot of candle lights everywhere, and also checking that we had a nice weather for the event.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And so are a lot of weddings in Mexico outside, or does it depend on the area, or
Oh,
depend on?
definitely. I think it depends on the on the bride and the groom, what are
Mhm.
their taste. But I've
Mhm.
always liked the outside. I
Mhm.
think I'm not a religious person, so I don't like churches.
Uh
I
huh.
mean, I wouldn't like my wedding to be in a church.
Uh
But
huh.
I do respect nature, and I think that we are all connected with the environment.
Uh
And
huh.
I would like to, represent that in my wedding. Like I am telling the universe that um, I am sharing my life with someone, and that we are also
Mhm.
sharing our lives with the entire community, with the entire world. And yeah, I
Mhm.
guess that will be it, according to the person, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So it depends on the person. It isn't really cultural. So all right. Thank you and welcome, Adela. Adela, can you speak? Okay. Looks sounds like she can't speak yet. So let's go on. Oh, we're still thinking about planning a party, but this one is a. So if you were planning a big party for all of your friends and had all the money you needed, what would you have at the party? So, Salvatore, so talk to us about food, entertainment, childcare, location. What kind of party would you plan if you were planning a party with no limit on the budget?
Ah, okay. Big party of your friends party. Okay. If I was planning a big party for all, I will choose a nice place, maybe in a good restaurant
Mm-hmm.
where we can find a good food, typical cuisine, Italian cuisine, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe I will call a good band to sing a good music and
Mm-hmm.
to make fun all together.
Okay, so you would have it at a restaurant. Is there a
Yes.
specific kind of restaurant that you would have it at?
Uh, in Italy, some restaurants uh, have also the people that sing in the restaurant, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe I will choose a kind of sorry, a restaurant, this kind of restaurant.
Okay, so is it like a karaoke restaurant, or when you say people sing, so that or will it be that you will have entertainers and bands sing?
No, there is no karaoke restaurant, but
Okay.
it's a kind of restaurant where a band playing in the
Hmm.
restaurant.
Okay. And how many people would you invite to this party?
Ma I think 30 or 40 people.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right,
Thank you.
Adela, welcome. How are you today?
Fine, thanks. Thanks for
Excellent.
asking.
Yeah, excellent. I'm glad you were able to come. Okay, so Adela, if you were planning a big party for all of your friends and had all the money you needed, what would you have at the party? So consider food, entertainment, childcare, location. So what would you do if you were planning a big party?
Um, I don't like the big parties,
Uh-huh.
but if I need to prepare something for a friend,
Mhm.
um, in Spain, they are a convention mm, restaurant. This is a big restaurant for a lot of people, and you can book all the restaurant, and they close the restaurant for you.
Uh-huh.
And we can we can um, rent the for example, you can prepare a spectacle or a singer or something.
Mhm.
Maybe if it's for a wedding, sometimes for a wedding they are the before the wedding they are a very big party, a wild party sometimes because it's to the finish you are single, and this is a little normally go or woman or women's or men means separately,
Hmm.
and women's go to boy spectacles
Uh-huh.
and they enjoy a lot because they are very uh, excited, very uh, without any problem, no, and
Mhm.
it's fun. It's fun.
Okay. All right. And remember, women, when we say women, we don't put an S at the end. So women
Women,
is plural, and then woman
yes.
is singular. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Julio, talk to us. What kind of party would you throw if you had all the money in the world?
Definitely would be Vegas. I've always wanted to visit Vegas, but
Uh-huh.
I've never had the chance.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I've heard a lot of things about the Sin City, and
Mm-hmm.
definitely will be like a casino party.
Okay.
We
I want to go.
uh, we will rent, I don't know, a penthouse, maybe the Caesar's Hotel penthouse.
Uh-huh.
We will fill it up with, casino games,
Uh-huh.
and we will have. It will be definitely like for my friends, I mean my male friends and I, and
Mm-hmm.
we will hire beautiful girls as dealers and a lot of drinks going on. I love tequila, so probably we'll have a lot of margaritas
Uh-huh.
and tequila shots, mojitos, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, I don't like. I mean, I'm a very quiet person. I consider myself an introverted,
Uh-huh.
but I've always wanted to experience this, you know, sparkling Vegas kind of life. At
Uh-huh.
least for a weekend, like to lose all my inhibitions
Uh-huh.
and
For at least
just
one
go
time.
wild. And, yeah, at least one time.
Uh-huh.
And I like gambling.
Uh-huh.
I kind of love poker, and I do
Mm-hmm.
play it online. And I have always found this poker and gambling culture very exciting and extravagant, and this luxurious way of life has always
Mm-hmm.
been alluring to me. But
Mm-hmm.
it's not a way that I would like to live my life. But yeah, I would like to have like a wild weekend at
A
Vegas.
wild
So
weekend trying it out. Yeah. And remember, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
yeah, well, I would like to take a lot of pictures and show them off to my friends.
Yeah,
I
so it
was in
doesn't stay
Vegas.
in Vegas. So, all right. Andrew, how about you? Uh,
Okay, if I were planning a big party for all of my friends and had all money, all the money in the
Uh-huh.
world, I would spend all this money on hiring a Canadian band called Theory of a Dead Man. So
Ah.
I invited, I would invite uh, every fans of this band in Ukraine and Russia, and uh, put some, I would put some good price to get
Mhm.
this wedding. So I would I would be able to see my favorite band and make some money on this concert.
Oh wow. So you would just that's fun. You would just play you would sponsor a concert.
Yeah, yeah,
I've not
sponsor
heard of this
concert.
group, but that doesn't surprise me. So, um, how many fans do you think that would come if you did that?
I think, and I'm totally, I'm sure that there would be a lot of fans because this band came to Moscow a
Mm-hmm.
couple of weeks ago, and there were a lot of people from these
Mm.
countries, and uh, I think uh, so. I think there would be a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. All right, Gonzalo, how about you? If you could plan a party.
I don't know. I prefer to go at the a big part of the college in this class.
So say that again.
I prefer to go to the a big party of the college in this class.
Yeah, to
The,
their
the,
parties.
the, the party are very good.
Yeah, I was actually thinking very similar, Gonzalo. I was thinking, gee, if I had a part, no, if somebody told me to plan a party and I don't need to consider money, I was thinking I would buy around the world tickets for all my friends, so we could go to
Yes,
all these
yes.
parties.
I prefer to pay of the trip of the my invitation for the party of the college.
Uh-huh. Okay. So you want to go to Las Vegas with Julio. You want to go to the restaurant with a restaurant party that Salvatore and Adela have chosen, and then the concert that Andrew has done.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's, all places are very well.
Yeah. Okay. That's a pretty good, that's a good way of doing it. Okay. So everybody, when you plan this party, remember Gonzalo wants to come. So, um, all right, David, talk to us. What about your party that you plan? David? Okay, maybe he's having a network problem. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, this is the next one. Okay, so the first one was you were planning a party on a no budget. You know, you could just be extravagant. Okay, now you're planning a party on a very small budget. Maybe you have $20 or 20 or €15. $20 would be €15. Um, uh, what would you do to make it a great party? So, David, are you there? No. Gonzalo, what would you do to make this a great party? If you were planning a party on a very small budget.
I don't know. I think it's possible to get invitation in a small I don't know. What do you say in English? Far. Okay, a small far. In this site, it's possible to have a horse and a big
Okay.
side. The child run around
Mhm.
the I don't know around the house, or the
So.
people play football, soccer is possible.
Okay. And the kids would have fun if there was a party for kids. Yeah. Okay. Andrew,
Mhm.
how about you? You.
Only $20?
$20. That's
Oh
all you
my
have.
god. It's all sad. uh, Actually, I don't know. Maybe I would buy uh, bread and with sausage,
Mhm.
and yeah, I would eat it by myself.
Okay. I'm going to answer this one, you guys. I'm going to teach you a word.
Okay.
Okay.
I would have a potluck party.
Did
You
I
guys know what
hear
that is?
pot?
A potluck party.
Okay.
Do you guys know what that is? Okay.
I
A pot.
I think
Adela?
someone gives a no or came a dish, no?
Yes. Everybody brings a dish. A pot party? No,
Exactly.
Julio, not a pot party. So yeah, Adela, you're correct. A potluck party is where everybody brings a dish. I did that
Okay.
with Christmas one year. I had a potluck party and my whole family brought something. Um, but not a pot party. I think a pot party would be too expensive, Julio. Does everybody know what pot is in slang? Julio, do you know what it is?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, it's it's marijuana. So, so he was that was good. But a potluck party. Also, another idea would have BYOB. Does everybody know what that means?
BYOB? No.
You don't? Okay. It
No.
stands for if you get invited to a party and it says BYOB or
Bring your
BYO,
own.
it's bring your own beer or bring your own. In Finland, I used to go to parties where it was BYO, and then they would say sausages. Bring your own sausages, BYO, and then whatever. So that would be a way. Bring your own bread. Yeah, Andrew. So Salvatore, how would you plan a party on a very small budget?
If I were planning a party on a small budget, I will invite my friend in my home, and
Uh-huh.
I would order some pizza and
Hmm.
a lot of beer.
Okay, pizza and beer. Okay,
Yeah,
awesome,
and
awesome.
we listen to music, yeah, on
Uh-huh.
the stereo.
Okay, awesome. All right, and welcome. Is that Konda? Kondra. Are you Helen? What is your name?
Yeah, yes, I'm
Okay,
Helen, it's my first name, and
and that's what
Conrad is my last
that's
name.
what I wondered when I saw the name because I did never seen Helena as his last name. So
With my
where are you
inter
from? Where are you from, Helena?
it's Helen. I'm Helen.
Okay, Helen. Where are you from, Helen?
Now now I live in Canada.
In where?
Now I live in Canada,
Canada.
but
Okay.
I moved to Canada from Ukraine.
Oh, Ukraine. Okay.
From Ukraine for now in Canada,
Uh-huh.
and I moved from Ukraine and
Okay.
ago. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, welcome to North America. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go on to another
Thank you very
question.
much.
Okay, I'm tired of. Okay, so if you were going to listen to a song before you died, what song would it be and why? Adela.
Sorry, a song before
Before you
diet.
died. Yeah.
Oh,
What is
um,
basically another way of saying what is your favorite song?
I don't have any favorite song, but I if I were I think for me it was something but very funny, very fun, very happy music.
Okay. So
Um,
celebration music.
yes,
Okay, awesome.
yes.
Okay, excellent. David, are you back? Are you there? Okay. Gonzalo, how about you? If you were going to listen to a song before you died, what song would it be and why?
Uh, no, no, no. I prefer to uh, uh, talk with the people. The music, I don't prefer anything.
Any music, huh? Okay.
No, no,
No music, okay.
no,
Julio,
no
how
music.
okay, thank you. Julio, how about you?
I will play the name of the song is The Chosen Priest and Apostle of Infinite Space.
Okay.
And this is
To prepare.
this is sung by a band called Ball of Heaven,
Uh-huh.
and this is officially the longest song ever recorded, and it lasts for 2 months. So definitely I will buy some time with that song.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I can find a cure of my for my disease during those 2 months.
Okay. That would be great. All right. Helen, how about you? If you were going to listen to a song before you died, what song would it be and why? Okay, she's not there. Okay. How about you, Salvatore?
I would listen to a song of Lucio Battisti because, in my opinion, Lucio Battisti is the most Italian songwriter of all the time, and he could emotion when he sung.
Okay.
Uh, yes.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. And everyone, thank you for your participation. I hope you got a chance to improve your fluency and just speak and learn a few more words. Don't forget potluck. Forget pot, but don't forget potluck or BYOB or what are some other words we went over? To cater, a caterer, justice of the peace. So everyone have a wonderful day or day. I guess you guys in Europe, I guess sleep well. So I'll be around during this evening when you guys are when you guys are sleeping, but maybe I'll catch you in the morning. I'll see you all later. And
Okay,
Catch
see
David,
you
you
later,
later.
Thank
Holly.
you,
all right, David,
teacher.
have a
Thank
good
you.
day. Thank you, and Yulo,
Thank
you
you,
too. Have a good
Holly.
day. Bye.
Bye, bye, everybody. Thank you, teacher.
Bye.